Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you something super special today. This is my life in a day for July 25th, 2020. So yesterday when I was at work, I looked down and I saw the time and it just happened to be 11:11. So I smiled and I closed my eyes and I said, make a wish. So I made the same wish that I have been making since 4th grade, I've realized, since moving here from Germany. And yesterday, I squeezed my eyes shut so tight that I realized I wasn't wishing. I was actually praying. And in a spiritual sense, I felt like I sacrificed a large piece of myself to the universe, and I prayed and I asked for the universe to just give me this one thing. And when I opened my eyes, the first thing that I looked at was the upload that I had uploaded on YouTube, my episode 1 of A Day with D-Day, and I felt proud. Because it's an artistic outlet for me and it feels right, and knowing that I am going ahead with it, it made me feel good. But more importantly, what I noticed was, down to the exact second, the video was exactly 25 minutes long. And I don't think I ever mentioned this, but I have a slight OCD with numbers that are divisible by 5. I'm pretty partial to numbers like 10, 100, 1000. But seeing that the episode was exactly to the second 25 minutes long, 25, it reinforced that I felt like I was doing the right thing. But I started like really over analyzing the number 25. Seeing numbers that are divisible by 5 makes me happy. And I realized that seeing this number, 25, was making me really happy. Like, it was significant. The difference between how much happiness I was getting from looking at the number 25 as opposed to like looking at the number 50 or the number 100. I realized that, and I was kind of focusing in on that, like why is 25 making me feel better, so I focused in on it, and then it just hit me. And it hit me really hard that when I see the number 25, I'm not actually seeing the number 25. The number that I'm seeing is the number 4. And the reason why is because 25 goes into 100 4 times. So I realized that seeing the number 25, I was actually feeling the number 4. And it really hit me hard. And then all of a sudden it felt like I grasped something. I felt something amazing. And it felt like I tapped into my emotions. And it felt like I gained access to this massive ocean of feelings that I have specifically towards my soulmate. And I've had that multiple times over the last 2.5 years. That's what has reinforced me going forward on my path. There's signs to me from the universe telling me that I'm on the right path. And I can never hold on to that feeling for more than a couple of moments, without it, before it slips away from me and I can't feel it. I don't have access to it anymore. So it serves its purpose to tell me I'm on the right path, but I don't have it at all times. I only get access to it very rarely and very short bursts at a time. And yesterday was super special because before it slipped from me, when I realized that the number 25, I actually see 4, and that 4 reminds me of her, and that gives me access to those feelings. Before it slipped from me, I also realized that our anniversary was on November 11th, 11/11. And before that feeling slipped from me, I again went make a wish. And I went, I don't need to make a wish. My wish has already come true. And oh my God, like this emotional wave that I had access to, it's like having a double confirmation. And I knew that I was holding on to something real. I knew that. And I let it go through me. And I remember crying a little bit. And I went back to my regular day. That's all I can do. I can go back to just keep going, And I scrolled down the YouTube page, because that's what I was looking at, and I saw the trailer for Life in a Day. And I realized that the Life in a Day was today. It was record what you're doing, July 25th, 2020. And I saw 25. I saw 25. Again, 4. And I knew the universe is telling me that I need to do this video. I need to do this video today. I need to do this video right now. So my situation that I'm in right now is that my soulmate left me in April. And I've been running everything that I know from the 36 years that I've been alive. I've been running everything through my head over and over again. And I keep coming to the same exact conclusions every single time. And I'm not just going through the same thought processes over and over again and coming to the same conclusions. I keep changing the variables. It's been almost 4 months. From April to June, I ran hundreds of what if variables through my head, sitting on that bench, constantly changing them. The beginning was so much more rapid than towards the end. I was changing variables, I was running things. It felt like 20 computers running at the same time, each with a different variable, all trying to figure out, all trying to crack the code. And I kept coming to the same exact conclusions every single time. And the longer I went from April to June, the more negative my variables were getting. They were going down, 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 down. I really did feel like I was falling down the rabbit hole. They were all negative. And I kept adding variables. I kept changing variables. I kept making it worse in my head. But I kept coming to the same exact conclusions every single time. And June 6th was an important date. I really did think I really thought I hit rock bottom June 6th with a bad text message that I received. And that text message also was what kind of spurred me towards wanting to do the series on A Day with D-Day. And I really thought I hit rock bottom. I really thought that. And the way it felt to me was kind of like, you know, when you watch that action movie and the bad guy and the good guy are having their final fight, and the bad guy's like, he grabs the good guy's head and he pushes the good guy's head towards this bandsaw or something crazy that's gonna kill him. And the good guy is pushing against it, you know, trying to resist. And everybody knows these movies. The good guy always rallies, boom, 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 wins the day, beats the bad guy up. You know, that's the moment. And I held on from June 6th to June 19th to my birthday. And then I went face first into that bandsaw. Yeah. And I felt myself crash right through what I thought was rock bottom. And I started running the absolute worst case scenarios through my mind at that point. I mean, things that were so absolutely terrible that they were not possible. They weren't possible to be true at all. That's how terrible my mind went towards changing these variables, trying to get a different conclusion. And what I really did was I multiplied the pain that I was going through. I multiplied it purposefully by 1,000. I magnified it to the point of absurdity. And after I went through that, I gradually started to recover, and I settled into the most probable reason why it ended. I accepted that, and I am honestly okay with that. Now, what am I going to do with that information? So I've settled on the why. How do I move forward from this point? And what I realized by what I was doing is that this is what I've been doing my entire life to get over loving someone and losing that person. I've been going the same amount that I love them. I drop myself into a hole that's kind of correlated to how much I love that person is how much I torture myself. And then when I go back to normal, I'm okay and I move on. And it's kind of like, I guess it's been my way of negating the love so that I can move forward. And what I realized that it didn't work this time. It didn't work. There is only one path for me that is available right now. And that path that I have to take is that I will improve myself steadily, and I will not pursue another person romantically or even sexually until the day that she comes back to me, or until the universe shows me another path to take. I made my decision back in November of 2019. And back then, I was 100% sure. Even with everything that has happened and everything that could have happened, I keep coming to the same exact conclusions. And that is that I am still 100% sure that she is my soulmate. This is the path that I am going to take. This is my choice. And I will not settle for anything less. This is my vow to myself. This is my vow.